Hey, what's up, gamers? I'm here joined by today Zach. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing
So,
pretty good. Pretty good
last
day.
hour we went through. We're gonna have a brand split for Fire Pro. You have the lovely Dovey SmackDown. I have Raw, and we have a both category where we can use both people freely. Now, basically, we're gonna run three matches for you guys, just so it's not an overly long video on YouTube, essentially. Because we've done that before and it just drags it out. I know the first episode might be a little bit longer because we're describing things. We've gone through, already knocked out the draft. You can see here below what number they were chosen for. So we have, the 18 males and then the 4 females each, as well as we went back and forth picking people for 6 of them. We both can use tag team titles, and the women's title will be used on both brands. We have the United States Championship and the Heavyweight Championship on Raw, World and Intercontinental on SmackDown. I have all the DLC. I've drained my bank account
Welcome.
just today on $98
How
for
long have I been
this.
trying to get you to get
So,
to do another Fire Pro series?
a while we did one a while back, and I think the highlight was like Shawn Michaels and Alex Shelley or something. But
Yeah, that's why I said another.
doing it modded and stuff it's a lot to like groundwork, so hopefully
Yeah.
it'll be appreciated. We already knocked out our show here tonight, so 3 matches, starting off with the Young Bucks and Ray RKO, then Johnny Oregano and Austin Aries, and finally CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. We decided that via the wheel decide, so we started off with the draw, and then SmackDown, and then Raw. And we'll just take it into Fire Pro for you guys pretty much, and that's when I'm going to full screen and whatnot. And you go to the first match, and yeah, in the next episodes, in the episodes that follow, you actually be able to see the title belts around their waist and whatnot, because I'll just edit that, because I'm going to get all the money's worth on that $20-some DLC. You betcha, guys. We have all the calls and we're ready to rock and roll. Might have a couple twists and turns to keep things alive as we progress, but other than that, sit back and just enjoy the ride and hopefully some insightful commentary. All
I
right.
hope so.
All right. We're back. Got the Young Bucksy. Top
Super
draft
kick
pick.
party.
Top draft for tag teams for Friday night, Thursday night SmackDown. Of course, we're only doing super shows because that would drag on things, and we'll have our own mecha shows essentially, like the big four. So might have a couple things here and there, but we won't have any craziness, sadly, like any Elimination Chamber or like Hell in a Cells. I imagine we'll probably have like a ladder match, or not ladder, steel cage here and there, but no ladder matches, sadly. Next up, we got Ray RKO, Edge and Orton, Team Raw. Look at that. Look at that, Raw.
Look at those guys.
Look at that. Look at that. I paid $20 for that on the bottom right. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I can't. Look at that. I can't complain too much. It's extra. It's nice. It supports them. Gets more DLC. Eventually, we'll get a ladder
You didn't
DLC
even
or
buy the
something.
game.
You didn't buy the game. You got it for me. You're right.
I'll shoot at you for that one.
Shoot me on that. You shoot me on that one.
Starting off Edge and Matt Jackson.
Throwing potatoes, dude. Edge is gonna. He's gonna treat you like he did Orton at WrestleMania, but that's a whole different timeline, right?
Listen, if I do the Meltzer driver once, he's done for.
Yeah,
His
you're right.
career is over.
I know. I might have to put him on the shelf. That was my one regret.
Yeah.
So Raw is not full of old people. I promise you that. There's not that many old people. There's a good bit of young people. I'm not lying to you entirely.
I have the Young Bucks.
Oh, you're right. They were called Young Bucks. We got some old Bucks. I'm pretty sure all you guys know how to do is ... dive, but look at that. You went for a steel chair.
The
Dude,
old Bucks fighting the Young Bucks. Oh, man.
Gotcha, that RKO already.
I don't think it was an RKO. I think it was just a cutter.
Just a cutter. How do you feel about Edge doing a cutter or an RKO?
Well, I mean, he did one.
I think he does.
To MVP on Raw.
That's true. I think he can do it just as good as Orton.
Okay, I guess it's considered an RKO.
Yeah.
An RKO to Nick. Double drop kick.
I know, he no-sold it within the first 3 minutes of the match here.
What a heel.
Throwing
his head right into our really strange corner post.
That is,
WWE.
yeah. We might have to buy new ones. I feel like we got like a mat, and we just rolled it up and just put it in.
We ordered
some little
straight
cylinders.
We ordered straight from High Spots, and they gave us the New Japan shipment.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. That might be the most unique ring post I've ever seen, actually. Like, oh shoot, Orton's already blading, dude. He's already opened up. Yeah, it's a wrestling term for you, you non-wrestling like fanatics out there, you marks. Yeah. And
How
this,
dare you not know wrestling to watch this? We support you, but still.
yeah, we support you. How's it go? Follow us. Support us.
Or support Wrestle Talk.
Support Weibold. Do you
Support
think
Weibold.
you think your Young Bucks are gonna bring home those tag team belts to SmackDown, or you think?
Probably. I mean,
That's what we're
look at these
hoping
old,
for.
look at these old farts.
Yeah. I mean, you could switch it up on me, you know, next week, and the women's title will be defended, but then, boom, who knows? Like, maybe
Who
the Bucks
knows?
will defend the
Priscilla
belts
Kelly will win
also.
the title instead of Ronda Rousey or something.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh, we knocked him down there.
One.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Have you heard about the rule in wrestling where you're only allowed to break up the pinfall once?
Three tags.
Is it three? Three times?
Yeah, I think it's two. It's two
Oh,
or
he
three.
missed the RKO there.
Yeah, how dare you?
It'd been nice if he could have done a double RKO.
Your RKO is weak.
Yeah. Something not weak is all that blood that's dripping down the mat now.
All those suplex, all those super kicks. Oh man,
dude,
draping DDT.
Yeah, the DDT is great.
Haven't seen him do that in a while.
That's an old one, yeah.
Nice elbow.
Is the punt in the game?
Super kick.
Uh-oh, Edge, come on, come on.
Talking a lot of crap about Randy's RKO. I think it's the first time I've seen a super kick this match.
That is true. Orton be out here RKOing people as much as the Bucks usually super kick.
Bucks are proving a point. They don't need the super kick as much as Orton needs his RKO.
That's true. Orton depends on the RKO.
Exactly.
I haven't seen a spear yet though, so we're.
Well, yeah, it's because Edge only does the spear at big times.
That's true. Yeah, it hurts his neck too much. So
yeah.
He's gotta save it.
That's why he had that one chokehold that he did to Orton.
Yeah, maybe he'll use it on the Bucks here tonight.
Super kick.
Oh man.
You almost had one.
Gotta be careful what you say about those super kicks there.
Oh, and a roll up.
Roll up.
Two.
Three. Got it.
One.
That's all she wrote. All she wrote.
RKO win the belts off a roll up.
Wow, man.
Damn.
That's all she wrote. A roll up there. Let's see what our boys in the back. Let's see what Dave Meltzer's gonna give it here tonight. What do you think?
SmackDown got gypped.
Got 83%. I feel like that's
man,
not
it's because
true.
the Young Bucks were there.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was for the Bucks. You know, he's like, Orton, Edge is kind of cool, but Bucks. So we'll see you guys for the next match. All right, next up we got a SmackDown match here for you guys. What's the story here? Why are they fighting? Title match.
You know, first show after the big draft that went down, Intercontinental Championship on the line. You know, Austin Aries left WWE and he was the belt collector, and what better opportunity to show up first night on SmackDown and take the Intercontinental Championship. Johnny Gargano has been the face of NXT for a very long time. Him getting his big opportunity to come up to SmackDown to show everyone why he's the face of NXT and why he's going to be the face of SmackDown by beating someone that should have been a former Cruiserweight champion and taking the Intercontinental Championship to raise that to new heights on SmackDown.
Was Johnny Gargano ever a NXT champion? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was an NXT champion. I was at the show where he lost it to Adam Cole.
So would you say an NXT champion is the equivalent to a Cruiserweight champion? Or would you say it's just a little bit above it? Just a little bit above it? Or a lot above it?
I would say the NXT Cruiserweight, or the NXT title, is realistically, in terms of prestige throughout the entire company, under the Universal.
So
it would go the heavyweight, the WWE title, the Universal title, and the NXT title.
You're telling me that Gargano here, I'm just gonna make up random ass names, by the way. Gargano. He's able to get the NXT championship, but Austin Aries, like, he's not even able to get the Cruiserweight title. So what makes him even think that he's on the League of Johnny Wrestling here?
He walked out of WWE knowing that there were better waters elsewhere, and he conquered the entire independent wrestling world.
That's
for
true.
A good year and a half, if not 2 years.
So does him collecting even all the smaller belts make the Cruiserweight belt that much more important because he could not collect that one belt in particular?
I think it's very possible. Or maybe the fact that your cruiserweight title might not be worth as much after everything that's happened since Neville, now Pac, lost that belt.
That's true. That's true. We gotta give a shout out to Mike Chioda over there, keeping this match well officiated, getting these boys back in the ring. We don't want no chaos from
little
before.
kick.
Yeah,
Small little kick to Gargano's side.
during
He's
that
got a nice Boston Crab.
during that Young Bucks match that they lost to Radar KO there to get their first ever tag team championships for us.
Big win for Rated RKO.
We saw some chairs almost being used. So I mean, hopefully he'll be able to.
Maybe there was a spot, you know. Orton and Edge have some history with the Concerto recently.
That's true. But you know, remember one of the Jackson brothers, I think it was Matt, tried to bring that chair out. So do you think we'll see any of that? I mean, Aries is a pretty dastardly guy, but it looks like they're keeping it real technical in there.
Gargano and Aries are two of the greatest professional wrestlers to ever put in the ring. And a big power bomb, too.
Yeah,
not getting it done against Gargano. A nice power bomb, but these two are very decorated, amazing professional wrestlers. They don't need the enhancement of weapons or anything to improve the style or quality of their match.
Gargano, they're taking control. Going, oh, spear.
Something
we didn't even get to see in the last match.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I
Nice
swear I saw him do
Aries.
a cutter and a spear.
Oh, and a big suplex. Gargano sent to the outside.
Yeah.
Coming back in real quick. I think that's Aries.
Yeah, he wasted no time. Quick DDT there.
Dropping him. Drilling him into the mat.
Aries
breaker.
Aries got to do something here. He's
There,
getting winded.
Oh,
there he is.
A roll up. A roll. This is how the tag team match ended. No. Gargano learned from the mistake of the Young Bucks.
I feel like there's a bit of a delay there, honestly.
If the referee was one step ahead, this match may have been over in Aries' favor.
Yeah, Aries would have got the kind of championship there.
You know, Austin Aries, after his match with Neville back at WrestleMania, he learned that he didn't need the WWE. He left. He remade Austin Aries into who he should have been when he came to WWE. And he renounced his in-ring style as Johnny Gargano at the same time was climbing up the ranks in NXT. Recently, feuding with Raw superstar Tommaso Ciampa. The fact that these two are in the ring together. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh. I can't think of the name of that move.
I've never seen anything like that before.
I've definitely seen him do that before.
That's a $15 move.
Big balls are in front of 15,000 people.
You're right. It's great to have everyone
Big
back
hat
here.
1, 2, 2.9.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Gargano had no right kicking out of that. He keeps going for the submission. He keeps trying to finish off Austin Aries and make him tap. Gargano, the Gargano escape.
Gargano escape.
That's the name. I
That's
come up
true.
with it. Nice elbow to the face of Aries.
And
it's gonna go out one more time. Is this gonna be it?
Might be tapping here. Nope.
Absolutely not. And
bringing him
the
back
Blade
outside.
Buster, but Gargano to the outside.
That's gonna cost Aries there. If he keeps messing around and throwing him outside the ring, you gotta pin him.
Buster is one of the biggest moves in Aries' arsenal. The fact that Gargano is able to get on the outside after that maneuver, I don't know how they're gonna put away Gargano.
Step up Enziguri.
And there's the Gargano
This
escape.
guy's feet on the rope. What's the ref doing? What is the ref doing? He had his feet on the bottom.
The referee doesn't know what he's doing. That's the problem.
That is the problem. What are you doing there, Mike Chioda?
Thinks he's better than all of us because he gets the referee. Match of the night right here.
Oh.
Oh, man, it misses.
On that one. Missed the rolling elbow also.
Throw Gargano right to the corner. And there's a nice leaping drop kick of his own.
Going for the pin.
Going for the pin for Aries, too. Oh, my gosh.
0.9.
Gargano was beaten up. He was falling over.
Almost to the 15-minute mark here tonight.
Spinaroonie DDT. Tilt. No.
Super kick. I know that move. Wait a minute. That's not it springing.
My roster has in common is probably the super kick.
Everybody's trading super kicks. One person who, oddly enough, did not even make the draft was a Mr. Shawn Michaels.
No,
Bridging
Shawn Michaels
there.
is a retired star at this current time. A frog splash from Aries. 1, 2.
2.9 again.
Oh gosh.
Match
Aries keeps
continues.
getting so dangerously close to capturing the Intercontinental Championship. Gargano is not going to let it go so easily. Picking up Gargano by the hair. Oh, there's a spinning cutter.
Super kick.
Super kick! Yet again by Johnny Gargano. A reversal by Aries with a breaker to the back thing. Irish whip.
Run out of moves.
And he leaps over. He misses. Nice elbow to the head of Aries. Breaking the elbow.
Come on, Johnny Gargoyle.
Johnny gargling.
Yeah, Johnny Gargling. Hey. Oh, taunting there. I don't know if I would be doing that right now, taking in this match. But
there's that spinning elbow that he needed.
Might be it.
1, 2, 3. Austin Aries,
Bit
the belt collector,
there.
has collected the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
He was cocky there at the end, and it actually paid off for him there. And this match is 17 minutes and 52 seconds here. Let's take it to our backstage correspondent of Dave Meltzer.
Man,
91%. Wow.
Like I said,
I think he
match
likes those
of the
long
night
matches.
tonight.
All right, we'll have to see. On to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. Mr. CM Punk, Phil Brooks himself, the Chicago-made the chick magnet. I don't know what else CM could stand for at this point, but CM Punk will be taking on Cody Rhodes.
I got to think of something CM stands for. Championship made.
Oh, that's true. So he is able to fight for both brands, meaning that he could become a world champion for both brands. He could win this from Raw and then go to SmackDown and win their title next.
What an experience that could be.
That's
CM
true.
Punk slated to work both brands with absolute permission for anything that he chooses.
This match here is for there's a big, what is it? The big, no, it's not big. I was gonna say big gold there. You got big gold. I had to look at the roster sheet there for a second. I guess I'll be the one to decide. I think we'll do spinner belt for this design. So
you want spinner belt?
I think I'll do spinner belt. I don't want to do universal.
I'm definitely taking the current design.
Oh, see, do you want the blue one?
Actually, no. I'll take that beautiful Undisputed Championship design.
Oh. I should just call it the Undisputed Championship then, not the World Heavyweight.
Well, then that's what we're doing. I'm changing it.
Yeah, just change on the doc sheet real quick. We're back. We're backstage in Gorilla. We're like, wait a minute, we need to rename these belts.
We didn't go that far yet.
Cody loses the advantage there to Punk. Mr. CM Punk here.
CM Skunk.
A little sloppy in the ring there with those kicks there.
CM Punk hasn't been in the ring
for years, like 6 years.
A very long time. It's been a very long time since we last saw CM Punk in the ring, so clearly he hasn't worked off that ring rust, being signed through that Fox deal of ours.
We could give a technicality and say they did wrestle underneath the mask for a local indie promotion. Potentially.
Allegedly.
It's rumored, allegedly. I think the guy was a little too tall. Punk's a small dude.
I don't think it was Punk.
You know what Paul says in the back, right? You know what Triple H says. He's a skinny fat dude, and so hey, I don't think that was him. I think that was someone else posing as him, running around hitting the GTS. I mean, look, I'm just glad we didn't get that loser. What's his name? He's like a Kushida ripoff or something. He does the GTS. I can't remember his name. Kenta, something like that. I'm glad we didn't get that guy.
Something like that.
Yeah, we got the better guy running around doing the GTS. I can't even remember. Hideo Itami, I think. Is that what he was contracted as? It doesn't matter.
I mean, when he was in NXT, he was.
Look. There's only one guy who can do a GTS in the entire world. All right.
Probably like John Cena or something.
You're looking at him right here.
Cody's great with the GTS.
Yeah, he might use it against him.
There's one thing Cody's done that Punk has not done. Cody's been able to completely rebrand himself in a whole new country, a whole new promotion, his own promotion.
I was a fan of the Straight Edge Society, okay?
I was a fan of the Straight Edge Society
He rebranded himself there. Okay?
I mean,
but country, you gotta be there.
Cody left the WWE and he became a whole new man.
He
He
traveled the
became the
world.
second generation star that he deserved to be since day
Look,
one.
you know what Punk has over Cody? Tattoos. Cody's got that weird looking chest tattoo. He's got that weird looking neck
How dare
tattoo.
you say that weird looking chest tattoo? That tattoo says dream. And that is a
Dream.
tribute to the iconic Dusty
Yeah,
Rhodes.
and you know what Punk's got on his left shoulder there?
No one drinks
A
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Coward.
You're right.
Yo, you know what he needs? He needs a Sprite logo.
You're right. You're damn right. Say that again. You need a big old Sprite bottle, right?
You need to
Right.
put Sprite on your shoulder. Cody with a 2.9. We gotta get our eyes
Oh,
back on this fantastic contest.
That roundhouse kick there. I thought that was going to be able to knock him out.
Taunted to the crowd. This was filmed way before the things that happened because I can't say that without getting taken down.
It's true. Ooh, look at Crossroads.
Oh
Hurt him
man,
there.
they're both back up to their feet in time. A nice suplex from CM Punk, calling back to the crowd.
I'm saying Crossroads is a nice move, but I always believe that Cody should be using the Alabama Slam. If there's one thing that hurts, it is being slammed right on your neck, and I think that should be the move to go for.
Oh man, he could have been setting up for the Anaconda.
That's like a GTS, you know, good old knee
it.
to the face. That's it. That's all she wrote. Both guys taking a breather there. Kind of gassed. They're not as young as Johnny Wrestling and
oh,
Mr.
there it
Aries,
is.
so.
The Anaconda Vice. Punk was able to get it in.
Might tap
is
out.
this it for Cody?
Oh,
no.
Cody able to get
what
out
do
there.
Say?
Alabama Slammer.
The Alabama Slam.
Told you.
Is he gonna? No, he's gonna deliver
Alabama
a nice
Slammer,
stomp
Mama
stomach
Jam.
of Punk. Before a nice elbow to the back of the head.
Oh, that's kind of a cheap shot there, I think.
You want to talk about cheap shots? Look at these punches they're throwing. See a Punk.
Boom.
Big roundhouse to the face. Go for the pin. 1, 2.
2.9.
No. Cody's safe. A couple of nice punches delivering to Cody's face. An Irish whip leading to a clothesline drilling Punk to the ground.
Knocked both of them out there.
Cody, I should say, set himself to the ground with that clothesline, delivering slightly more impact and dragging him to the ground with him.
So here's the thing. Cody's kept himself adaptable. He's kept himself agile. Punk, look, that's the one move he's still got left in him because he was doing UFC for a while. So he still kept that technical side to him, but even with a failed UFC career, Cody still stayed as a wrestler, and I think that's what's going to help him in the end. And you can already see Punk getting winded there. He's not as durable as he used to be, 6 years ago. And so, even before that,
He keeps on seemingly going to finish for the Anaconda Vice. Right there, he probably went for it again.
That's probably his best bet, honestly, yeah. Alabama Slam.
Another Alabama Slam.
I think that's all she wrote right there. Oh, what's he doing? He keeps messing around.
Otherwise,
I think he's going for the crossroads there, but that's
listen,
going to be a mistake.
Whether oh no, a nice low blow to Punk. Whether Punk likes it or not, the only way Punk is going to get the finish on Cody tonight is if he can hoist him on his shoulders and send his face to his knee.
I think we need to see Punk going to the top turnbuckle. He needs to climb our marshmallow, Stay Puft Marshmallow, Rice Krispie looking turnbuckle. Look to the sky and elbow drop.
2.
That's it, actually. Cody
is the WWE champion.
Yeah.
Cody is beating CM Punk.
A man of the Raw roster coming out strong here.
If we were to make a statement 7 years ago, you would have never said a word. Cody would have never beaten CM Punk.
You would have never believed it. Thank you, Mr. Davey Meltzer. 96%. Thank you, my co-announcer here.
I can't wait to see what else that we could bring to the table in the future weeks, months, years,
decades. And we'll see you all next time.